morning. It's Sunday, August 20th. And much as I hate talking about Donald Trump, I have to keep everybody in the loop. Because on Wednesday this week, the National Committee, the Republican National Committee, is going to have the debate, the first presidential debate. And Donald Trump is not going to appear in this presidential debate. At least that's what he said right now. He's not going to appear. He sees no reason to appear. He's way ahead in the polls. He's wondering even why they're having a debate. But he wants to show that he's a mighty, mighty ex-president who has never done anything wrong and is the greatest president ever. That's what he told me. That's what he told everybody. That's what he keeps insisting on. He sees no reason for him to have to debate. His record speaks for itself. So instead of having a debate, instead of appearing on the stage with the other candidates, he's going to have a sit-down discussion with the banished Tucker Carlson, ex-personality from Fox News, who left Fox under a cloud of murkiness. They never said exactly why he was let go or whether he actually volunteered to leave. But a lot of it was caused by the Dominion lawsuit, which Fox lost and had to pay $750 million to Dominion. So maybe that was the reason, but it was never really clear why Carlson was put off the air. And now is supposedly working on putting together his own show on some network somewhere. Everything is murky right now in Tucker Carlson's life. So can't get a real handle on what his future is going to be in the broadcasting realm. I don't want to talk about Carlson. I want to talk about Trump. Now, Trump has made some bold statements in the last couple of days that have upset his team, his legal team. He was going to make a big announcement on Monday night on some event, declaring that he had irrefutable evidence that there had been voter fraud in Georgia, and he was going to expose everything on the air. But his legal team said that's wrong, you can't do that kind of thing, and I believe that the legal team is sure that whatever evidence Donald Trump was planning to say that he had, but he wasn't going to say what it was on the air, was going to be a big mistake, and they convinced him to take legal action by filing a lawsuit or some form of document through the court system and not getting out and exposing himself on the air. And lo and behold, he backed off doing that show on Monday. But I still think that Trump's team is worried because he is notoriously mercurial, as they say in the trade. And he left himself something a way to change his mind. So he posted something crazy on his website, Truth Social, where he wrote that Reagan didn't do it and neither did others, and people know my record, one of the best ever, so why should I debate? I don't even remember that there were presidential debates back in Reagan's day. And we didn't even really have primaries that I can recall. Primaries are a thing that I hate. I think it's a waste of time and a waste of money because you get a lot of clowns involved in the process and you're just pissing money away. I think it's the party's duty to pick the best possible candidates and have those people run for president. If you let it up to the nation, you see what you got. You got Donald Trump because of primary system. And he didn't win the popular vote. He lost the popular vote by 3 million votes. So I'm against the primary system. I'm against Donald Trump. And for weeks, Donald has been asking his aides and associates and rally crowds about what he should do. And it doesn't matter what they tell him. He's not going to do what they want. Anyhow, he's going to do what he wants. And he's going to do it on impulse because that's what he is. He's not a real deep thinker. He's been giving people the impression that he was considering a last-minute appearance on Wednesday's debate. And that's maybe just a game that he's playing, and maybe he will show up because he changes his mind. He doesn't really think things out. He's not one of the great thinkers in the Western world, that's for sure. So anyway, that Donald is going to decide to go, he'll go. And it really doesn't matter how many people tell him which way to go, because he doesn't listen to anybody anyhow. Because that's the way he wants to run his life. And he's gotten away from it. He's gotten away with it for 70 some odd years, so it's not going to change now. Now, this is what I would love to see. I would love to see Donald show up for the debate. And I would love to see them tell him that he's not qualified for the debate because he didn't submit his requirements. Now, I'm sure he met the requirements, but he didn't submit them because the candidates must have 40,000 individuals and reach 1% support in several high-quality polls. I'm sure Donald has all of that. And the donors must be 200 individuals from 20 different states. And additionally, they must sign a loyalty pledge, which he has categorically said he would not sign under any condition because he doesn't like some of the other candidates that are running on the Republican side. So he said he wouldn't support those candidates if they were the candidate of choice. So he won't sign the loyalty pledge. So why would they let him on the debate stage? Do they need him that desperately? They don't need him on the debate stage. The American public is going to come and listen to those people debating, and they might hear some good things without him being on the stage. So I think the Republicans are caught in the middle of a quandary. They have a man who's a criminal, indicted in 4 different investigations, 90 some odd charges. Why are they bothering to let this guy run wild? Why haven't the Republicans taken the guts to abandon this man? They're so terrified of losing those votes. Maybe if they could convince the public that there was a mistake that the public made 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe they would have a fighting chance for one of these other candidates to win the election. But if they're going to let Donald run rampant all over them and drag the Republican Party through the dirt and prove that the Republican Party is a bunch of gutless individuals, then they have no choice. They have no choice but to let him be the candidate and hope for the best. And the best won't be a Republican candidate, I can tell you that right now. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the morning.